Yes, hello. Wow, this lighting does look so different. I don't have the one big fan on. Does that help a little bit? I guess it does. I don't feel like putting that other light on, but wow. Was that something different and amazing, folks? Hello and welcome again. For I am the one, the only, I am Hobo Tom. And as you can tell by the little thumbnail, that was definitely something different. Wow, I like different. Man, I did get fat, damn it. That's okay. So did my buddy at least, but we don't talk about that. Wow! I had some technical difficulties. I'll be honest, I had to work a little bit. I got home, I caught about half of the best friends match, and that's actually what I saw was the best friends private party match. I'll tell you what, it was worth everything I paid for it, I guess. That's okay, because I didn't pay anything for it. Suckers. So I'm here to talk about some AEW. Or Double or Nothing. Whoa. I'll tell you what, AEW, they've actually really managed to do things right. For a whole empty stadium, I was 100% shocked at everything they could get in. Let's start off. I'll start off a little bit. I'll use my traditional rating system. I was going to do a watch party show. Technical difficulties. Was not happening. Hopefully things will work better as I begin to upgrade some of my equipment. I think my one computer is 10 years old. This computer is getting on in age. It's 5 years old. I think my friend's computer was 7 years old. It was a little bit faster, but not what YouTube likes. But so eventually I will be upgrading stuff. Probably the next couple of months. Now that I have 2 jobs, actually my 3 jobs. So, and I have to do that tomorrow too. A lot to do tomorrow. Yeah, I have to re-clean the house too, because as you can tell, a little bit different setup over here. There's the one chair, there's the other chair. We got a little watch party going on. Oh, it was fun. It was good. I'll have to do a watch party again. So let's start off. Double or Nothing. Wow. So it starts off a pretty good match. Best friends taking on Private Party. I caught, honestly, the last 15 or so minutes of it between cooking, changing, getting stuff ready for people to come over. I didn't see all of it. From what I saw, it was a good, solid match. I had a whole match card set up, but I didn't get to that. Again, computer issues. Well, one day I'll figure stuff out. If I had, honestly, more time to figure stuff out, it would have been better. I did not, though. And I'm not going to try to do too much freaky stuff yet. Although I'm seeing things I might be able to do. Maybe. Or maybe not. So, again, I'll work on certain kinks every so often. Again, my work equipment, I'm terrified because I don't want my boss saying, "Why are you watching wrestling?" on work-related stuff. Because they do monitor and they're like, "Why were you logged in at 8 o'clock on Saturday night?" Yeah, that would be tough to explain to the boss. But it's easy to explain this. Best friends taking on Private Party. Let's look at that El Vagabundo's list. He chose Best Friends to win. Why did you choose some Spirits to win of all people? What a dope. Best Friends did win. Let's see, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 9 matches. So I'll be something at least. I won't be a 50-50 booker. Oh, I did somewhat choose that though. That's okay. So I have 9. The Best Friends win. Bench. I'll tell you what, I didn't see much of it. It was pretty fast-paced. pretty good action. Private Party definitely got their shots in when they could. I didn't see anything bad from what I did see, so therefore, you know what? Let's go to cheeseburger rating. Then the first match, again, I was drinking my little cherry cola and rum. Yummy stuff. Good stuff. The ladder match was pretty fun. There were the two new people coming in. Ray Phoenix did get injured. So it started off with Frankie Kazarian, Scorpion Sky. I forgot to write down all the people that came in when they did, but I know Joey Janela was there. And then last of all, with Taz. Oh wow! I did not see. I thought of this, but I'm like, yeah. Brian Cage shows up. Wow, that's a good mystery surprise. I thought it was going to be Chris Hero. I did not get that right because I had Chris Hero winning. I did have the mystery person winning it, so I'll give myself a 0.5 for that. No, I'll be honest with myself. I won't give myself anything. So I think I did actually pretty good overall. Yeah, I only missed a few, I think. So that's good. So this was pretty fun. A few notes I took. I was trying to get internet set up. I was trying to get YouTube set up. It's computer issues. The ladder match was fun. There was so much cursing going on. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. Whoa! And the thing is, because it's pay-per-view, they don't bleep it out. So you hear everything, you're like, whoa! That was amazing. And then everyone beat, so Brian Cage, it's the last one to come out. Everyone realizes, like, wait a second. He's the biggest guy here. We have to take this guy out. So they all beat him up. They beat him with ladders. They throw him to the bottom of the ring. They put ladders on top of him, chairs on top of him, and roll a big poker chip. One of the giant big poker chips. Yep, poker chips. Rolled that on top of him. Wow. And he was there for a good while. Then they started doing all their ladder spots. Darby Allin tried to do an ollie off a ladder. That just looked like Darby Allin. He has to be careful if he's going to survive in the wrestling business. What else was there? Orange Cassidy, he just kind of chilled for a while. And then, yeah, Orange Cassidy Brian Cage eventually woke up. He tried to climb up. Cassidy jumped on his back. And then Joey Janela brought in the shortest ladder ever. It's like, okay, this is the joke part of it. So Orange Cassidy jumps on the back of Brian Cage. So I thought for a second, maybe Orange Cassidy is going to do something sneaky, but no. Everyone starts to pull him down. Brian Cage tosses poor Orange Cassidy on top of everyone. Cage goes up there. He gets the poker chip. Brian Cage versus Jon Moxley could be really good. The thing is, I remember, and I was telling my friend Jorge, it's like, yeah, Brian Cage, he's still jacked, but he got smaller. And he's like, what do you mean? It's like, dude, he used to be in Lucha Underground. He was jacked monster in Lucha Underground. Now he's in the AEW. Good for Brian Cage. Melissa has more coke money. But okay. Oh, wait. I should see this now that my eyes do feel better. Well, they felt better at least. Oh, shoot. I still have that. I have to go get that from the truck, too. I just realized that. I have a bottle of wine sitting in the truck that I got earlier today. Oops. But this was a fun match. I'll tell you what. As far as ladder matches goes, it was. I'll tell you what. It's going to be a surf and turf match. Mainly because Brian Cage showed up. If it was anyone else besides maybe Chris Hero, it'd just be a cheeseburger match. But because Brian Cage showed up, that made it interesting, enjoyable. really different. I do like the fact there's a little difference in it. Kip Sabian died. Well, we'll see him later. And oh boy, will we see some of Penelope Cruz later. That's a spoiler, folks. But again, this was it was a good quality surf and turf match. Then we have MJF versus Jungle Boy. This was a good match. Oh, wow. I was shocked with this. Because normally you can say something's really good, but this was actually really good. This was actually a really technical match. Of course, MJF and Jungle Boy, they started to do mirror tactics. Then they did like the standing on the head slap face thing. That was pretty interesting. I didn't realize MJF was that. I knew he was skilled, but I didn't realize he was that skilled of a heel to keep up with the antics of Jungle Boy. That was good. They trade slaps in odd positions. They do a mirror. They mirror themselves. MJF does a fake heel injury. Oh, I'm so bored of that though. I guess I haven't seen it that often in AEW, but I've seen it so much elsewhere. It's hard to really enjoy that. Like I've seen it. I think I've seen it every NXT show. Every so often, WWE pulls it out. Impact's done it recently. It's just really hard to get excited over that spot. But it is what it was. And then, of course, MJF faked it. He's fine. Jungle Boy delivered some great moves. He would try and fire the arm breaker. He went for his own SDF, but his arm eventually gave out. And then he hit an amazing poison rod onto the rape, and that was great. Then there was the super bomb. MJF begins to work over the arm again. MJF, he did a prawn clutch or an alligator clutch. Picked up the win. I was shocked at this because I had... Oh! El Vagabundo actually had MJF winning too. That's actually pretty good. He's on a roll. Again, this... that spot, though, I can't get it out of my mind. Everything else about that match was so good. It's still a surf and turf match. Lance Archer took on then Cody Rhodes for the TNT belt. Big fight feel. I like that. Mike Tyson comes in with a belt. Mike Tyson still looks like he could kill people and eat people's babies. It was a good hard back and forth by both. Archer definitely dominated the early part of the match. Cody got his licks in though. And against the way Cody should, he tried to do everything that he could as a small person to win. Not so much as a face, but just as a smaller person. It's like, hey, I have to pull out every freaking trick I know to get over on Archer. Archer, again, he sold when he had to sell, I think. Cody sold great. I mean, Cody both looked like $1 million. Lance Archer, however, got crushed by a very smart Arn Anderson. But eventually a second ref came in. Oh, man. And then they kicked both Jake the Snake Roberts out. I said, you, Arn Anderson, you're out of here. Oh. I wasn't a fan of that because initially the one ref didn't see that because he was being distracted by Jake the Snake Roberts. Again, Archer went for his blackout really early, caught Cody off guard. Cody kind of wised up to that. Cody did hit a couple crossroads onto Archer. Eventually picks up the win. Jake the Snake threatened to come out with a snake. Mike Tyson said, Mike Tyson had to take the shirt off, show off his body. So, I'm still the man, baby. So Mike Tyson, he was like enjoying the whole thing. He was like, you out of here. He was enjoying his ringside seat. Trust me, if I had Mike Tyson's ringside seat, I'd be enjoying it too. Cody Rhodes picks up the belt in a shock. Again, really good match. Kind of unexpected. The fact that both people got tossed out, yeah. Mike Tyson really didn't get involved. Still good. It's earned its surf and turf rating. This is weird. I don't even know who this person is. A Hana Kimura passed away. I guess here's a picture of her. And I guess I'll put some like sad Japanese music up there. Because she was only like 22. I have no idea what she died of. I didn't even know who she was until this. So I guess here's a tribute to her. Hey, Cheesepop. I know. It was a weird day today. Tomorrow's gonna be weird too, because no acai time. But then we got to Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander. And the reason why it was Penelope Ford is because Britt Baker legit tore her ACL. She's out. I don't care what she said. She's out 6 to 9 months. Anytime you tear a ligament, I think even with my knee, there was a partial tear on the MCL, which is different. Also, I wasn't an athlete. That was still about 2.5 months, 1 week, and it was about a little bit more, almost 3 months. 2.5, 3 months. It was 1 week and a knee immobilizer. 2 months. 1 week and a knee immobilizer. The doctor didn't think it was that bad. 7 more weeks in a knee stabilizing brace that I had to wear every day, no matter what. So the doctor said, "Yeah, it's not bad enough. We'll let it heal. We'll keep it stabilized while I'm playing a motion. Then, hey, you're not playing pro football anyway. So you're good to go." ACLs I know are different. They're in front. They cross the knee. Mine's on the side. It can take a little bit different stress. ACL, again, it's a ligament. It takes a little bit different stress. Again, depending how bad it is. She's out for probably about 6 months. On a good side, maybe 4. Not so good, it's going to be 9. Again, 6 is about the average. Again, 4 to 9 months. I would think, again, based on the severity of it, and they didn't show everything. Normally, ACLs is about 6 months, though. Again, they do miracles in hospitals nowadays, even more so than when I got it. But so it's Penelope Ford taking on Chris Statlander. This was fun. It was fun enough. I'll tell you what, those cameramen are dirty people, because all they did was do crotch shots, and all you can do is the audience is say, "Wow." Chris Statlander, she didn't go spread eagles much, but Penelope Ford, every time she got a chance to spread her legs, oh boy, did she, baby! I'll tell you what, that inner butt cheek of hers is amazing. So creamy and white and soft, and oh wait, like she's someone's girlfriend. I shouldn't be talking like that. That's okay. It was fun stuff. There was the one thing. There was a really shitty super kick. It was such an obvious, to me at least, it looked to be like a good 1.5 away. Chris Statlander delivered it. Penelope Ford, like, literally put her hands up. I don't think the foot ever kicked her, and she just like dropped. So that's not good. Chris Statlander is very quickly becoming a Sasha Botch. That's not good, folks. Because Sasha Botch is just botching. She's no fun to watch wrestling. And I will boo Sasha Botch every chance I get. Chris Statlander, even though she's hot looking, I don't know why Hardy doesn't think she's hot looking. She just looks like a woman compared to, maybe it's Riho, who knows. when you compare people to Riho, there's a whole different ballgame. But yeah, Chris Statlander, she won. She had that shitty super kick though. She had that stack pile driver, which looks amazing. Penelope Ford ate that. And yeah, Chris Statlander won. Oh, wow. It was a cheeseburger match. And then September 5th, I have no idea where it is. I have no idea what the card is going to be like. All I know is that September 5th, it's going to be all out. Then we got a quick squash match. Shawn Spears versus Dustin. Shawn Spears says, "This is a licensed match. Ref, start your count." Brandy comes out, distracts Shawn Spears. Dustin comes in from behind, just strips Shawn Spears to his underwear. And wow, Shawn Spears, you need to wear better underwear. Because one, there's no way you should ever have the face of Tully Blanchard on the fly of your underwear. And two, you need a string to keep your pants up. Because, yeah, he was just running around showing his ass. It wasn't good. Eventually, it was the final move by Dustin Rhodes. It was a squash match. Shawn Spears looked like an absolute goof. Wow. Can't believe I'm going to say this. For a pay-per-view level event, this was a ham sandwich. So then, let's see here. Well, wait a second. Well, I got that right. Wow, I should have went 3. Right. Indeed. So we got a Brody Lee taking on Jon Moxley. This is when I figured out nothing's working. Jorge had to go home. I again, hopes and prayers go out to Jorge's girlfriend. I hope she recovers very quickly. Kidney stones suck. Any kind of calcified object in your body should not be there, and therefore I hope things go away and she feels better, especially after eating some strawberry daiquiri cheesecake I made myself. Yeah, I have a whole spread out. Maybe one day I'll show you that pic. So this match, Brody Lee versus Jon Moxley. This is actually pretty good. Not what I thought it would be. But I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail than other matches. JR talks about how Brody Lee doesn't like sneezing or yawning, their weaknesses, making more fun of Vince McMahon. I don't know if they have to. They've already made their point. No, they're just really belaboring the point. For the most part, they just start a brawl. Brody Lee breaks the barricade when they go outside. Lee just really heavy strikes. Jon Moxley. There's really not that much wrestling in this match. It's just really striking. Lee's slow plodding. It was a really slow plodding, like Three Amigos type thing. That was Brody. He actually did do a dive, which is pretty impressive. And this like broke the barricade because I can no longer use a barricade song. So the barricade lost. The barricade got dislodged. There was an explosive suplex into said barricade. That was pretty neat to see. They did the yay boo chops. That's kind of getting cliche again, especially in this match. There was the Gosh style power driver, which really should have ended the match. Because he is Brody Lee, he kicked out of that. Jon Moxley at that. And probably the "You Are Number One" in my book, Minoru Suzuki, or a tribute to Minoru Suzuki. You can never tell. Let's see here. Oh yeah, put that in. Find pick. And I have music. Because I know I have it somewhere. Yeah, so this has been a bad week for pro wrestlers. I honestly didn't know who that one girl was. I put her in only because I guess they mentioned it. And 23 years old. Geez, I think I had my first wrestling match. Yeah, I had my first wrestling match in Killer Kowalski's gym before she, like, It's 98. Maybe it was 98. Like a year after she was born? I'm old. But back to this match, it was a double dropkick on the outside. Back body drop onto the timekeeper's table by Jon Moxley. Brody Lee sold. That was actually pretty good. Superplex. Moxley got shoved into the cards. Brody Lee was going to power bomb. Jon Moxley went, no, he switched that into a DD, paradigm shift, and sent him through the stage. Brody Lee got busted open, baby. It was good to see a little blood in this match. Jon Moxley eventually just used the sleeper hold and did the blood choke on Brody Lee. Jon Moxley gets his belt back. It was okay. It was a cheeseburger match. And finally, I'm going to give this every praise in the world. Oh, this blew my mind. I was like falling asleep during the Jon Moxley match. It was good, but nothing spectacular. Oh yeah, I had Jon Moxley winning too. Oh, I forgot to mention the Hikaru Shida. Gee, I forgot to mention this match. Hikaru Shida taking on. Gee, that's why I didn't mention this match. Taking on Nyla Rose. I think Jorge was leading. This was a quick match. All I know is that it was a no holds barred. The kendo stick came out. Hikaru Shida literally beat Nyla Rose with a kendo stick. And that's really how she won. Nyla Rose did get some offense in. She hit the Beast Bomb onto the table. Or not onto a table, but she hit a Beast Bomb. Hikaru Shida did a Michinoku driver onto said kendo stick. I can't remember what else. It was just her beating up Nyla Rose with a kendo stick, really. But Nyla Rose did win the belt. That puts me over a 50-50 booker, so I'm happy about that. Actually, I got one more match. Was that my snooze? Actually, I did take a nap during the Jon Moxley, so that's a half. Wow, I got my. Oh no, wait a second. What was my snooze? Oh yeah, actually, I got my snooze right. So that's a 1 point. So add 1. I got that right. Oh wow, he actually did pretty good. I'll give myself that. Yeah, I just forgot that match. That match was nothing great. Again, I hate to do it, but guess what? That's a ham sandwich. And I'll retract whatever I said before because I was lying and just confused. But it's a ham sandwich of a match. Then finally, oh wow, the Stadium Stampede match was utterly amazing. The Inner Circle taking on the Elite of the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page. Where was Hangman Adam Page? And every version of Matt Hardy. This was great. This is like Mick Foley coming out doing Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. This is good to say. And although the first thing I heard, bonk, a trash can. Oh, by the way, the Inner Circle looked absolutely amazing. They came out in like full football gear. Sammy Guevara looked like he was going to play football. They all came out in matching jerseys. That was great. Feel like someone he'll get fucked. Sammy Guevara threw the football at someone. Chris Jericho just starts a hockey fight. And then after a while, Hangman Adam Page comes out on a freaking horse. I mean, what else can you say? Besides, he came out literally on a freaking horse. And the horse looked absolutely amazing, too. Like, if that's his own horse, wow. He has to breed horses for horse races and just retire to the Carolinas for life. Because if that's the kind of stock he's putting out, Hangman Adam Page, pro wrestling is not your thing. But that horse looked absolutely amazing. The horse looked better than some pro wrestlers I've seen. That's scary. Jackson DeVille was there, but Hangman chases after Sammy Guevara. Poor Sammy Guevara, he's been chased by go-karts. Now he's being chased by a horse. Jackson DeVille's there in the background. I hope Jackson DeVille gets wrecked. Stupid manager. The Jacksonville cheerleaders were there too. Oh, wow. That was pretty cool, though. And then to open the show in the pre-show, they showed the AEW cheerleaders. Not so good. Jackson cheerleaders. Yay. AEW cheerleaders. Boo. Then let's see here. Santana and Ortiz, they beat up Kenny Omega. That's pretty good. There's a whole bunch of double team moves. They do some double team in the ring. Kenny Omega hits the 2 Snapdragon suplexes on each one of the powerful. And then it just becomes a spot fest. Like exactly what you expect. Sammy does a dive. Santana and the Asai moonsault into everyone. And then there were more ladders. And then one of the Jacksons went up for a goalpost moonsault. That's something. And then, of course, a hockey fight breaks out in a football stadium. It was Kenny Omega, I think, Chris Jericho. They started a hockey fight in the stands. And Hangman and Page gets lost. He goes, of course, to the bar. Because Hangman and Page and bar. Bottoms up, folks. Yeah, I'll just wake up and upload that then. This will work, and I'm going to sleep soon, folks. I'm exhausted. Well, so let's see. Page, he goes to the East Block, tells the horse to stay. Horse obeys him. Kenny Omega gets broken into the barricade. That was vicious. Then we have the many faces of Matt Hardy. Because obviously, Jacksonville has found the pool of resurrection. Yes! And we learned Santana can't swim, even though the pool's like literally like 3 feet deep, if that. I think it's honestly like 2.5 feet. Because it only goes up to like the waist. They do try and drown Matt Hardy every time he comes up as a new iteration of Matt Hardy. Or whatever he does. I forget. I think it's actually this one. Because that's like the H right there almost. I don't know. Let's see here. What else about this match? Again, he changes. There's a bar fight, Hangman and Page. And wow. And Jake Hagar, they started having drinks. He's like, you want a drink or you want to fight? So calm and so collected. And then, of course, they get into the bar fight. Hangman and Page winds up on the bar and gets slid down the bar like in every classic Western. Oh, wow, that was funny. Then, of course, Page and actually Omega comes in, beats up Jake Hagar. Then they share a drink. Page drinks whiskey. Omega has a big glass of milk. What a nerd. Chris Jericho beats up Jackson DeVille, which was good. Then he dared call ref Aubrey stupid ref. Or you're a shitty referee. You can't tell that to Aubrey. Because then he threw a challenge flag. We had so many football flags. Matt Jackson was given a personal foul penalty for excessive celebration in the end zone. Jackson only got beat up. He got hit by a Judas effect. You're a shitty referee. Wow. And then there was a suplex. And of course, Sammy. We're coming for you, Sammy. Yes. He sees the golf cart. That's going to be in his freaking nightmares for a while. And then of course they go up in the Jacksonville Stadium. He goes up to where they put the football cameras. Yeah, that was a stupid idea. Because then Kenny Omega got him, put him through the one wing angel through the bottom, pinned him 1, 2, 3. And I'll tell you what, I have to figure out what it is. But let's see here. It is definitely a combination of it's going to be everything, folks. Ropa Viejo, filet mignon, What did I use in the British system here? I don't know. I actually forget what I used there. Not fish and chips. Let's see here. Cheeseburger. What did I use in my British ranking system? I'll just say it was the, for lack of a better term, the corned beef and cabbage match as well. And that was it, folks. That was an utterly amazing show. AEW has figured out definitely the algorithm on how to do stuff, because whatever they've done it so well. I mean, they took the cinematic match. I'll tell you what, Money in the Bank was so enjoyable, but then when AEW got their hands on it and said, anything you can do, we can do twice as better with half the budget, they did it somehow. And I think it does help that Tony Khan owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, so that they can, of course, use all the facilities they need. Camera. Oh, wow. She is there. Damn, she's young. It's okay. I'll need just one picture. And again, that was AEW Double or Nothing. I do apologize, mainly for the fact that I had some technical issues. I couldn't do my view party, which I wanted to do, but that's I guess okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll be getting technical stuff up working for the next month or so. And have a good night, folks. Bye.